Podcast day. It was a little bit chilly in here. Dave, where's my super suit?
Stay away from the closet.
The hell? Stay away from the closet. You might be in the damn closet, idiot. Okay. Yeah, here we are. A little bit chilly. Let's get it up in here. The hell is that? The hell? One more man in the front. What the hell? Massa? Mr. Massa! Mr. Massa! What the hell are you doing in the closet? And why are you taped up? Yo! What is going on? What type of freaky shit are you into? Okay, I'm gonna get it off. I'm gonna get it. That's one side. All up in your face. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hey.
Oh, AJ.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay for this.
Who is they? What the hell happened? What the hell are you doing in the closet?
They're gonna pay for this. I don't know who did it, but we're gonna find out. All right? So, how, AJ? How?
How what? What the hell are you doing in the closet? And why are you taped up? I thought you was on vacation. What the hell is going on? What type of establishment you running here, Mr. Massa?
I don't know. Show me the cameras. Show me the cameras.
The cameras. You want the cameras? Where are the cameras at? Because I need to know what type of freaky shit you into. What kind of freaky colors you be having up here?
Hey, I love you. You know that, bro.
Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are talking to the main attraction, who is Chase Bell and Sugar Toy Jimmy Jack. Because we are the best, better than all of the rest in all of the West, because we keep that deep south in our chest. We are Dem Po Boys. And you are watching Kayfabe Friends, the podcast.
Kayfabe Friends, the podcast you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. Here to Dave the world, and this is Kayfabe Friends podcast, along with my Kayfabe compadre, the one, the only, NJ Holiday.
Yes, sir. We here. We live. We back.
Yeah, we are back, man, and it's good. Like, everything's running smoothly. Mr. Massa's still on vacation. He emailed me this morning and said, you know, he might have an extended stay, man.
You said he did what this morning?
He said, I'm in charge.
Nah, I know you're lying. I know you're lying. He would never.
So anyway, shout out to Mr. Massa. We got an action-packed episode.
I need to see this email.
I'll forward it to you.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll forward it to you. Check your spam. In case maybe he emailed you. But we got a lot to get to. This is an exciting episode. Mm-hmm. Number one, I want to acknowledge the 54 subscribers.
54, y'all. We hit the big 5-0.
We've been at this for about 3 weeks. We got 54 subscribers on YouTube. Spotify, we could step up there, but 54. Yeah. And the reason I say that, and I will say it at the beginning of every episode, because you're going to watch the growth.
Yeah.
54 on our road to 1 million.
1 million.
It's a long road, but I guarantee you,
it's doable.
If Shakur does his job back there,
Shakur don't take no days off.
We're gonna hit this. We're definitely gonna hit this. So we got program outline, a lot of stuff to get to, but real quick before we
was this approved by Mr. Massa?
Yeah. I forwarded it to him, and
you forwarded it to him.
He was
you
like,
you sure that's not in his spam? He came across it?
No, he responded to it. He said, "Great job, man. You're really killing it," and he said, "You're really doing good." He didn't say killing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are his exact words.
He said, "You're doing great."
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And, you know, I just wanted to enjoy that vacation, man. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Danny Limelight, FSW heavyweight champion.
Shout out to Danny.
He just went in for an MRI, and hopefully we're getting some good results on that, and everything will be good. I
was there for the injury.
Right. Yeah. We talked about that a little bit, and like, I guess he shouldn't have been walking on it, or
wrestling on it.
And then he had a match, a little controversy at FSW Survival of the Fittest.
Your boy Raw Reese.
That's me. That's my guy right there.
Raw Reese.
And can't forget the return of Nino Black, man.
Nino Black is back. Spin the block, no spin the black. I was spinning my head off of that one. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. So I always like when I'm surprised by things. You know,
it's funny because I was talking to him at the bar, and I was doing my like recruitment thing for Coach Dream. Like, hey man, we all think about making another branch off Coach Dream here in Las Vegas. We have you as the number 1 pick. You're like, yeah, I'm down for that. Hell yeah, just you get my number, talk to me. And then after I get sit down and do commentary, and I'm calling a match, out comes Nino from the crowd and throws Dante off the turnbuckle. I'm like, what the hell is this? I was just talking to that son of a
double crossed you.
Yeah. Like, hey, but that's good. He kept it what?
Kayfabe. Kayfabe. That's the business, man. So we got a lot to get to. If you're out there watching on the YouTube or the streaming platforms, feel free. I mean, definitely engage with the episode here. We're going to be talking a lot of stuff, and your opinion matters. So we want to hear from you. You know, let's. I mean, if you guys want to argue in the comments, that's fine too. We like a little controversy, but NJ's not always that educated on his picks and his opinions. So I'd like to hear your feedback on that. If he says some stupid shit,
if you say some stupid shit, that's the difference between me and you. I know my shit. You don't know shit.
So today we got some special guests, man. And you know what I love? One of the many things I love about this business is when you meet somebody and you see them training, and then you see their first match, and then you just see them grow, and you know, then you build these relationships. And I love that. Anybody that's passionate about this sport, but we got two crazy characters,
too crazy,
coming in the building today. I'm talking about Jimmy Jack, Chase Bell, the Po Boys. All right, here, come on in, fellas. It's
Po Boys, give it up.
Winners.
Is that an applause for us? Is that an applause for them? Po Boys! Applause for the Po Boys.
How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by.
No, go ahead. He doesn't.
Keep respectful around here.
That's the difference.
Yes, sir.
That's the difference. They love me. They love me. They hate you.
Wait, make some room. There we go.
Get in. We all fit in. How we feeling?
Where are you guys from? Tell us about your history in the pro wrestling
I'm
industry.
from Morgan City. He's from
New Orleans, Louisiana. 6 or 7 years ago, we met at an anime convention with a Raven side of it. A few months later, we decided to take this journey to professional wrestling together, step by step, side by side. And since then, we haven't looked back. Not one bit. No sirree, Bob.
We were side by side the whole time. He just debuted 3 years before I did.
Okay, but you were there when I debuted.
I was there.
Well, tell me this. So you guys started training at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And 3 years ahead, you had your first match. Did you feel that you were ready when he had his first match?
No, not at all, man. Okay. I was like, well, so I'm a spiritual shit, you know. I don't know. I was tripping as a young adult living in Louisiana. Like I feel like I didn't know myself. But then I moved out to Vegas, and I'm just one of those people, I guess, that complete change of environment. I kind of like my first year living out here and getting stuff done on my own and training in professional wrestling. I really put myself on the grind to be a professional wrestler, which I kind of knew on some level always that that's what it was going to take for me to be successful. It was going to have to be my sole focus, my main priority. And like back home, you know, you got family and all that's still a priority, like a big priority in my life. But, you know, it's just like when something that's high of priority in your life and you see your family every day, and it's easy to get distracted in like you know, there's some stuff that you not that you could pass off but just like your complacency will let you, you know, fall into a rhythm of certain things, and then
complacency.
Yeah, so I never broke out of that complacency living back home to fully know myself and work hard and make wrestling my sole focus.
And when you came to Vegas, was it like this is what I'm gonna do?
It's all I had. That's what you him. Yeah,
okay.
I had him and his brother in pro wrestling. That was it.
Okay, and I mean, obviously, it's not for everybody, but I mean, you stick with it. So your message to anybody that's starting training.
Yes.
I got a guy. You still FSW training?
Yes.
Okay. So I got a guy. He just started last Monday, and so far so good. You know.
I feel you.
But anybody that's just starting out, give me a little motivation. Both of y'all, talk to the people, man. A little motivation of if this is your passion.
So you want to go or you want me to go?
Sure, I'll start,
yes,
man.
Please.
Guest one.
Yeah. Man, really, just it's hard. It's never easy for sure, but we all love it on some, like we take time out of our lives to do stuff like this, so clearly we love it, and you just gotta focus on that. Hold on to your love of it. Like, always find the joys in everything that you do, because there's a lot of joy to be had in this business. There'll be some stuff that makes you sad or will be kind of brutal sometimes, maybe emotionally or physically, but just take the joy out of every situation, man. And I'll guarantee you it'll be a golden life.
There you go, Jimmy Jack. Give me a time when it made you sad.
Why did you get all deep into the?
I don't think we got enough time for that.
Wait a second. No. This is a happy podcast.
Okay.
We keeping the vibes up and uplifting.
Yeah. I was trying to get deep.
I'll think about sad stuff.
Look, if you're trying to get uplifting, do not ask me for my answer then.
Break it.
We'll break it down.
As far as that journey, like I said, it's not for everybody. You worry about injuries, but also the physicality. It is tough, right? I watch matches and I'm like, this guy is going. Obviously, cardio's got to be there. Obviously, you're thinking the whole time. I would assume so. So, what keeps you going?
So what keeps me going right now, currently, while I am on the bench recovering from surgery, is just more like, I guess, the hope for the future. But like, just to be real though, wrestling is a very, very thankless job. And if you're trying to do this to expect to get praise or to get like worship or even validation out of this, then you're not doing it for the right reason. Because the more you're going to search for that, the less you're ever going to find it, especially when you're in a business where you rely so much on the approval of other people. You're never going to get that satisfaction that you so desperately crave unless you search for that from within yourself. So I guess for why I'm saying all this is that from my short career of just 6 years, I've already had my fair share of injuries and surgeries from wrestling, but also from my history in sports before wrestling. And it's just that there's so many things that we do in the ring and outside the ring that gives you a reason to be negative. And a lot of people can use that to their detriment to tear them down. And a lot of people can use that as a positive to build them up and to add another layer of who they are into their work and how they perform. So I guess my advice, if you are looking to do this as a profession and as a career, don't expect much, if not anything. But if this is something you want to do, you got to give it all, but also you got to be smart about it. Don't give your life for something expecting to get glory out of it, but give the work that you feel that you are able to comfortably give and still have enough to give to your other priorities like your family and what have you in your life.
Right. I like that. Come on.
You don't got to clap for me.
No,
I don't do this for the approval. I just cut a whole speech on it.
We're going to clap until you set the family part.
That's what we do. We appreciate that. Obviously, you got to be passionate about this business 100%. To do it, whether you're a musician or a wrestler. Like, there's something different that drives you because, yes, there are low paydays. There are long nights. There are pain and this and that. You got to be passionate to, tough through it and keep going. So I applaud you guys for that. And anybody that's in the business, like that's what I love is like, you have to be passionate to be able to chase this dream of any sort. So we had talked before and you guys kind of started watching wrestling around the same eras. Mm-hmm. So we're going to kick into, which was like, what was it? The Ruthless aggression. Aggression. That was kind of an area where I clocked out, but we could talk about that later. So I've kind of seen it all, but do you guys go back and watch older stuff like in the 80s and
Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, man? That's how I study. That's what I gotta know. Being me,
like the death matches, Japan and
I get in a little. I've been watching Onita stuff since I was probably like 17.
Okay,
it's the Japanese exploding ring death matches, all that stuff. We all past the around the I think football locker room or something was like the first time we maybe me and my little nerd friends watched like a exploding ring, whatever match, you know. Right. But yeah, I've had like an eye on that, but just like all the where I mostly go back to nowadays, I watch a lot of. I'm starting to get into the old lucha a little bit, just because that's like, Brian, that's the foundation for like so much, like what this current era is. So much of it came from like what guys like A. Guerrero was doing when he was like 14, you know. So I'm starting to get into that, but like mostly I'll watch a lot of like old Tennessee, like Rocky Mountain stuff like that, you know. I'm a big
Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, I'm a big Rock and Roll Express guy.
The Midnight Express.
A guy I always cite, just because I haven't found a match. It'd be against the most random, no name you ever heard of before, but I watch the match every time. Tracy Smothers.
No, rest in peace of Tracy Smothers. Yeah, he's one of the
Tracy Smothers.
Yeah,
man.
he was a trailblazer as well. He recently passed. I want to say maybe 4 years ago.
Like 4 years ago, yeah, something like that. But yeah,
he's loved in the Tri-State area. Yeah, I was out there for a show when he had passed.
Oh man,
I did the 10 bell count for him and salute. Yeah. But yeah, Tracy Smothers was trailblazer nonetheless. Rest in peace to you, Tracy.
Everything he did, sandpaper smooth, bro, and just like all looked like a fight. And I'm like, if I could look half as real as that, bro, then I'm doing my job right.
Well, you got a good start. Let's say, can we zoom in on the forehead, ladies and gentlemen? This man was just in a bar.
Yeah. I think he has to go up to the camera. We don't have to go up there. You got to zoom into the camera.
Fresh off the Bayou Brawl last night, he had out here in downtown Las Vegas against Cutthroat Cody. These guys tore the house down. Tell us more about that match you had. The Bayou Brawl. With Cody.
First time taking skewers, first time wrestling in not a ring.
Skewers to the forehead or to the top of the head?
You can see him. Yeah, right.
Oh, those you see him.
That skewers look like Devon Dudley right now.
Yeah. Forehead look like hamburger meat.
Yeah. But skewers, I got gusset plate shoved in my arm last night. It's my first time doing, like I said, I watched deathmatch wrestling for a while.
Yeah.
And you know, you first break in, and he got annoyed as shit at me probably more than 100 times. I'd be like, dude,
one of us had to think.
I think I want to do the deathmatch stuff, man. I was
like, no, you're not thinking.
Yeah, and he's like,
he's thinking about the tags. He's thinking about the Po Boys.
Right. That's a friend, right?
Yeah.
That's not a kick. That's a real.
That's a shoot friend.
Yeah,
that's a shoot friend. Yeah.
Ain't like.
Keep it kayfabe.
I was gonna try not to mention that.
But
I don't want to hang it over your head. Years of real friendship, and y'all are. We just
you don't get a podcast.
So
real friends don't get podcasts.
Because they know they're not good.
Right. When it comes to skewers to the forehead, obviously this is something that's discussed.
I got some in the car. Can I demonstrate on your forehead real quick?
So
is that cool?
Maybe y'all aren't friends, man. Damn.
What is your thought process where you're like, yeah, okay, let's give it a go? Do you think that like the adrenaline's going to be pumping and it's not going to be that bad? Because it sounds horrible. It looks horrible.
I've been fucked up. Like fell off the back of a truck.
Damn.
Like got splinters, big old splinters in my legs, like not Triple H level, but you know, I broken bones, you know, just doing.
Jimmy, you've been jacked up.
Yeah, not even
Jimmy jacked up.
Yeah,
God.
Not even on no extreme sports. I'm just, you know, kid in the South in a small town with nothing to do. I'm just, we just are dumb.
The Sandlot. Remember that movie?
Yes,
The Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot, but with more falling off shit. That was my childhood.
So skewers was just another day at the ballpark.
I mean, yeah, man. I wasn't too concerned because like I've seen it done so many times, and I've filmed. Like it was my first time being in a death match or whatever. But I've probably filmed or done security for at least 10 or so now.
Okay,
and I have conversations with those guys all the time, you know. I'm like, hey, I'm asking the same questions you are now,
right?
And they're like, I don't really think about it anymore, you know. And that's kind of weirdly how it was on the day. I'm just like, because Cody's checking with me all throughout if you think wrestling's real, turn this part of the podcast off.
Kayfabe, bro. Kayfabe.
But yeah, Cody's like, okay, so gusset plates and skewers, man. Like, what are you comfortable with? And I was like, what is the venue gonna let us get away with? He's like, oh, well, no glass. Glass might be the one thing that I might pump the brakes,
right,
and be like, and I definitely. Like
Chase, he said thank you. Thank you.
I do it, but we keep it at a minimum. You know, I don't know if I'm quite ready for the GCWs or the tournament of death, like piles of light tubes going on.
I could see you as a deathmatch wrestler. Like,
I get that a lot.
He said, "Don't encourage them."
It feels like a natural career progression almost.
I can see. Well, I mean, that whole Jimmy Jack persona just scrap to me.
Chase gonna beat your butt, bro. Like, don't encourage him right now.
I'm just saying.
You still got a good arm.
Yeah,
you're on thin ice, Dave.
I'm saying as a fan, like, okay.
So, so basically, my bad. What I was going to ask you, the match. How did this come up with you and Cody? What brought this together at this venue too? Because it was on Fremont
and on Double Down.
Yeah,
like,
Double Down
Saloon.
What promotion was it?
There wasn't a promotion.
It was not. It was just. Well, we were working with. I'm gonna promote them, but y'all ain't gonna like it. A little like kind of stripper dance troupe called the Gore Horse. Shout out Gore Horse. Shout out the Gore Horse.
Wait a minute. The Gore Horse.
I thought y'all wouldn't like me saying that's like 2 of the 7 words you can't say on TV.
Gore Horse?
Oh, he loves.
You can't say Gore
Dave
on
loves
TV.
some women.
Gore and gory.
Yeah.
And
horse.
And then horse.
Gore whore.
Yeah.
Like a slut.
You should call it.
Yes,
Is that?
I wouldn't call them that.
Okay, but
we respect the Gore Horse.
My bad. Is the name? My bad. Is the name of the club? Isn't it like Gothic or something?
No, like the venue we did it at.
Not Double Down Saloon, but there's something else called
what's inside the saloon.
The girls we work with are called the Gore Horse.
Got you.
As far as I know.
And for the most part, they ain't got no.
Okay.
They be having blood on and everything.
Yeah, blood and not much else on them.
Yeah, I done said nothing else. They probably have some tape over their nipples.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So what do they do? Like, what is?
See, why you missed the show?
I
didn't even know. I saw the clip today and was like, "When the fuck was this?"
Last night.
And your winner, Jimmy Jack, baby.
My Snapchat story's gonna be gone by the time I post.
Yeah,
I'll get somebody to send me the video of me winning.
Yeah, send me some videos. But
well, shit, folks, it ain't over yet.
Give me a second, motherfucker. I believe in you, bitch. All right, believe in you too, motherfucker.
But
he's not worried about you. He's not
the Gore Horse.
He's not worried about you.
We know what you worried
He's not worried about him winning. He's worried about the horse. You see, that's the difference. He's not worried about.
We got a big 2025 plan, brother, with these girls.
I just want to know what is Gore Horse.
Well,
it's
like the alternate kind of aesthetic. You know,
there's music, there's dancing, there's entertainment.
It's an event.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you the Gore Horse?
Yes, please.
You just
let's pop up some. Can we pop it up?
Yeah, sure. Shout out,
we got the nod, baby.
There's like 4 of them named Willie.
There you go.
They're cool.
Okay, so they put on the event.
Or Cody they were doing in conjunction with them because they were doing their thing. They do their kind of grappling, but in like a kiddie pool filled with blood.
They didn't get a kiddie pool for their fight. They got the
no, we didn't get in the kiddie pool.
The girls covered.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They get the protection, not them.
And so
they got this thing called the demon shot.
Yeah, they dance and they like come with a DJ and stuff. And
he can lose his mind now. Look.
We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him. Don't even say no more.
He's locked in.
Just talk to me because he's not even listening anymore now. The demon shots. It's a wrap. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, the demon shot. I learned what a demon shot was last night.
You see what I'm saying? And I saw that.
I've been on
what's a demon shot?
I just.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh man, do you know how to use a story? Go back.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Don't be going through a message now. Don't be swiping. All right.
Oh, that's a big pop.
Yeah. But you see that
shout out
girl.
To Gore Horse.
Shout out to Gore Horse.
Taking the shot.
Mr. Massa, you hear this?
Mr. Massa, give us.
Yeah, shout out to Gore Horse. I appreciate what you guys do and give to this community.
Big fan.
Yeah, that's dope. I never heard of it. So you were just incorporated in their act.
Yeah, as a match. So they did their thing and that bled into our thing. bled, pun intended.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Very pun intended, bro.
Yeah.
You was bleeding like a stuffed pig.
Man, Cody's been a day one for me in Vegas, man. My first like 24 hours, I got here at like 6 p.m. on a Wednesday, so I didn't make the Wednesday FSW class. But the next day was Thursday. Thursday classes with Cutthroat Cody. And, got the, hey, yo, man, I believe in you.
I believe in you, bitch. All right.
Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and he's so real because here we are like 3 years later. And basically that same talk he gave me that same day was the talk he gave me after our match.
Okay.
Last night. So this man has not changed up on me at all. Has rode with me, that had my back, and I've just done my best to have his.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, at the camera, tell people what does Cutthroat Cody mean to you? Because like I said, you moving over here from New Orleans to Las Vegas, and then you find this new school, and then there's only a handful of trainers, and one of the trainers was none other than Cutthroat Cody's training you from the ground up.
Yes, that if you're around FSW, man, you want to get all the coaches. We got a lot of people to learn from.
World-class
Sim Bodie, Kenny King, all the vets that are around, Remy Sharp, all of them, man. But Cody's a day one. Cody's a real one. That's somebody you want on your side, bro. He's given so much to this Vegas, the unsung hero almost of the Vegas scene. He's there for everybody, and it's whatever whatever people got to say, but he's a guy that every time he gets a call, he picks up the phone and he will be there. He's not gonna flake on you. He don't feed you no bullshit.
No,
it's 100%. It's honesty, and that's a guy that needs to be appreciated.
Oh yeah.
He got to take some time away to get some medical.
That was his last match for a while.
Yeah,
just
for a while. Last little joint for maybe till the beginning of next year. We're gonna see how things progress with him, health wise. But all the blessings in the world to him.
That's my guy. Genuine dude. Very, very, very nice dude. Always, just like you said, a real one.
Yeah.
Remember when he was a magician on a cruise ship or something?
What? I think that was before our time.
I'm going back. He's let me into the closet and dig through the tapes.
Okay.
Every now and again, it's a lot of Japanese tapes in his collection, but sometimes you find the odd old school Cody match. Maybe a crash test Cody here and there.
You didn't see this? Yeah. I kind of seen his career since I've been around FSW since their third year. So I've seen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So I've seen a lot of evolution there.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah. You meant it. So, good stuff. Shout out to Cody there. And,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're not going to talk about the gore that happened to you last night.
You still worried about the horse? You worried about the horse, Dave? You worried about the horse? That's what it is.
So what?
You did the gore. Yeah, we done got the horse out the way. So look. Last night, Jimmy Jack did the damn thing. I saw you one with the big sidewalk slam.
My sidewalk slam's a finisher. Y'all keep that in mind.
Through the table, yeah? Was that? Yeah.
That was dope. All right, maybe it has to be through a door, but hey, protecting that sidewalk slam.
Yeah.
Nobody doing it like me.
Ain't nobody jacking up like Jimmy with that sidewalk slam.
We would like to send a personal invite out to the Gore Whores if you want to come on the Kayfabe Friends podcast and do your thing right here,
brother. But I'll put in a good word.
We will stay busy in the cage.
All right. So wishful thinking. But let's transition. One of the hot things going on right now is yesterday the Vince McMahon documentary was released on Netflix. I got a chance to watch a little bit of it, and if you're watching now, we're not going to give any spoilers. Check it out. We're just going to talk about the general feel of and first take on it. NJ, I know you streamed the whole thing. You watched the whole thing
in one day.
What was your initial impression?
What the hell?
Basically, no. That's what it was. My initial impression was they got me with the first episode. As far as the first 5 minutes, the clips they got you intrigued on how this 6-episode series is gonna go, but it is what it is. The word documentary that's exactly what the hell it is. A documentary on Vince from being born to the scandal that he's enduring now, and then him resigning and coming back and then resigning again. But me, honestly, I didn't learn anything different that I didn't already know. Because like I said, we've been wrestling fans for a while.
Yeah.
I can go back to when Vince came out with his own personal DVD called McMahon back in like 06. And it was a two disc DVD where it was like one DVD was catered to Vince McMahon and the other DVD was catered to Mr. McMahon. And then that's a documentary in itself, along with all those matches that he had with Hogan, that he had with Brett, but Hogan.
Him dropping that DVD is like the first that's like the first prelude we get to like Elon Musk buying Twitter. We work our way. Like billionaires just start doing this crazy self-promotion shit, and we work our way down the pipeline, and now Elon owns Twitter.
Right.
And ruin the app, bro. Bring the bird back. What the hell?
They still got to post clips on there, man. Calm down.
I'll be for Rogan and Elon.
Are you saying that was a bad move for him to drop that DVD?
No. I'm not saying it was a bad move. I'm just saying
he didn't seem to.
When you gonna drop an expose about yourself that comes with some inherent bias, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think anything WWE puts out is inherent.
But keep in mind the mood that he was in that year. Remember, he started off the year making out with Candace, Victoria, at the Royal Rumble. Then he had Shane McMahon. He had his own son's face showing up his butt.
Yeah.
And then he had the match with God at Backlash.
I'm waiting for you to bring up the match.
Yeah, with God, he had the match with God at Backlash. So that year, Vince was just all one.
I think I got Spike TV blocked at my mom and my grandma's house because I'm trying to watch wrestling, and they seen
and they said enough.
Vince McMahon calling out God. They said, "Oh hell no, you're not watching this."
We're not watching that here.
Ruined it for me for about 7 years there, Vince. Thanks, buddy.
They got shut down. So, Chase, did you get a chance to?
So I watched a couple episodes, but like what Holiday said, when you spend your whole life as a wrestling fan, I'll say this. I'm not going to say any opinion or part that has to do with the scandal or what have you on the documentary, but I will say...
Or Chris Benoit.
Who? I've never heard that name before. But I will say it's kind of a sad state to how, no matter what you hear in this documentary, no matter how horrible anything allegedly happened, and you're not surprised when you hear it, and it's like, if you can hear some of the things...
It is a brutal feeling.
Yeah. If you can hear some things with a level of levity, it kind of feels terrible when just looking at, the world as a whole. So many things happen, and so many of it can just get slid. And I'm not saying by Vince in particular, just by so many other people in general, as we find out the more we watch the news as of late.
No Diddy? What are we
I saw more stuff's coming out. That's what he's saying. Yeah. But no, we got a shout out on episode 5. We got a shout out during the documentary. He posted it today. Check out our last post on Kayfabe Friends on Instagram. They gave us a shout out. They plugged us.
The podcast?
On the Vince McMahon documentary. We got a plug.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We claim that.
Yeah, I'm claiming
now, baby.
I'm claiming now. So for those of y'all Amazon goers, I would go ahead and suggest y'all go ahead and get that Vince McMahon DVD from 06. But like I said, that 18 years ago
mysteriously disappeared.
Before mysteriously disappeared,
$300.
You'll get more bang for your buck than on this documentary series.
The resale value, the come up on that is about to be crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Y'all go cop that. That was a good DVD. Because like I said, a little tidbit was the story with him in the storyline pitch to get his daughter pregnant.
Yeah,
that was a storyline pitch.
And
they gave us some more in depth.
On this one?
No, on the DVD.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I think if you've been a wrestling fan and you put that together with like the WrestleMania DVD, the history of WrestleMania, like the story. So I watched it, and obviously I was like, I got a couple more episodes. I don't expect anything that I don't know.
Yeah,
but I thought it was like it. I remember why I fell in love with wrestling. There was this key moments when they transitioned, when Hogan took over, to when WrestleMania 3 and how big that was, to Saturday Night Live, like the feel of, we're on network TV on primetime. All these times, it's like I was growing up, was like, this is big. Then when the ratings dropped, I remember those were times when I was in high school, I wasn't watching because it got corny and I was caught up. And then NWO came back, then I came back, and it was like I followed this whole journey. But the dope thing about watching it for me, and like I said, there was no surprises, was I watched it with somebody who doesn't watch wrestling.
That's what that documentary was made for.
And I always talk about wrestling. no clue what I'm talking about, but watching this was like, okay, so this moment here, and this is what you know.
Oh, I get what he's saying because I forgot. Like Gabe, like I had two homeboys of mine that was watching it with me, Gabe and Obed. And then as it was going on, they was asking like specific questions on, oh man, I didn't even know that was happening. And then as we're doing the live stream, somebody that was in the chat, they was like, shut up, Gabe. Y'all need to pay attention to the WWE educational video. I'm like, damn. And honestly, it's what it is. Educational video.
Do your homework.
Yeah, basically. Because it gives you the hard history.
All new NXT signees. Watch doc on Netflix.
I'm telling you. So
you see this?
And here's your list of 18 things you can't bring up.
You cannot bring up. No, because the whole thing with Sable, that reminded me of that stuff back in the day. But like you said, we're not gonna give anything away. But y'all should go check it out if you're a WWE fan. Get on Netflix, watch the 6 episodes.
If you have friends that are wrestling fans,
and watch it with
show this to them.
Yeah,
that are
not wrestling fans.
That's what I was like. Oh, this is cool because now you understand the history of what I'm into.
Because they was hooked from start to finish, and then even the spot with Trump. You know what I'm saying? That.
Yeah, it was like, is that Donald Trump in there? Like, yeah, he hosted WrestleMania.
Do people not remember that anymore?
A lot of people don't. They don't even remember that he bought Raw.
Oh God,
he bought Monday Night Raw. The whole celebrity guest host.
My whole childhood, Donald Trump was the guy who showed up in Home Alone 2.
Yeah,
and bought Raw.
Yeah,
he also fought Rosie O'Donnell.
And he fought Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he shaved Vince.
Well, that wasn't the real Trump. They got fake Trump.
What are you talking about? That was real Trump. That was real Trump.
Yeah,
she ate the chocolate cake.
That was the fake Kane.
Fake Rosie O'Donnell would not eat the chocolate cake.
That was the fake Diesel and Razor of Trump.
True. But the whole celebrity guest host concept was because of Trump when he bought Raw.
Yeah,
and he made that a permanent rule.
He couldn't lock him down for another.
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't. That was like 2009.
He's the reason for MacGyver on Raw.
2009.
I think it was a well done documentary.
Definitely,
but it tells the story of wrestling. It tells that's from the territories to it tells the story. If you don't know, it tells the story, and I recommend it. It's a good watch. And also, if you're a business person, it tells you how to pivot during tough times and just how he powered through everything. So
maybe
I haven't got to the scandal.
Public Relations 101 is taught by Vince McMahon.
The scandal shit I haven't got to, and like they say, everything's alleged. Who knows?
But it's not much anymore.
I don't know.
Thoughts on. I mean, let's take a look at the scandal now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we buy a lot of stuff that's put out there in media. Who knows? And you could say based on the character, I could see him doing this crazy shit. But how much does that diminish what he built and brought to this industry? Can you separate the two?
For this generation, it kind of diminishes the ending, the last impression when it comes to Vince McMahon. You wouldn't really think like this next generation gonna be like, oh, it's that dude that kind of like put his shit in his hand and put it on that girl's forehead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when he defeats you saw the text message. So that's what people are gonna remember, like the young generation. But wrestling fans like us that came up in the
we can't say feces on this show.
Well, you just said it.
I can censor that.
That's on the list of 7 banned words for TV.
Yeah, whatever. But guys that came up in the Attitude Era, guys that came up in the Ruthless Aggression Era, guys that came up in the Bruno Sammartino.
Relax.
Go. You respect Bruno.
Yeah.
I was never a Bruno guy.
You weren't a Bruno guy.
So what were you doing for those 10 years?
The truth of the matter is this podcast alone and us coming together, the bond of pro wrestling is because of what Vince built wrestling into this sports entertainment juggernaut the last 40 years. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Not at all. So let's say allegations get proven. Allegations get proven.
Oh, they're going to get proven.
Do you wipe that from the history?
Them as a company, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
Everything Vince McMahon?
I feel that
they did it with
TKO right now.
Yeah.
They did.
You're right. Kristen Wall, that's a whole different
7 banned words of television.
I feel that for your hypothetical, David, that TKO as of right now are in a position to where there's enough space away from the McMahon name.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like as far as the McMahon family goes, the only person in the TKO like higher aboard is Paul Levesque, right?
Yeah.
It's Triple H, right?
Yeah.
So at least with that point. I don't think if they have to, I'm not a businessman. If they have to scrub Vince from their history for whatever reason, I feel that with as much revisionist history WWE's made a history of over decades, this will just be one more move. This probably won't.
So
be
you're
as
saying
tough
there's
like you
enough
think
there's
it
enough
is.
out there that wouldn't be significant.
They're not getting rid of WrestleMania, but they're not going to tell you who came up with the name.
They kind of already scrubbed Vince about like everything the same way they did Brock. They scrubbed Brock out of everything earlier this year.
They didn't scrub him.
But the world was made. Wrestling just happened.
They didn't play any. They didn't make any references. They didn't make any clips.
I'm talking scrubbed.
Like permanently?
Yeah, like, oh, where's the Vince versus Austin match? Oh, it's not on there.
We can have Stone Cold without Vince, man.
Yeah, the Hogan versus Austin match.
There's no
the Vince McMahon promo. The Vince McMahon promo that opened shows for 4 years, where he came out talking shit.
Dave, I got 2 words for you: blue dot. Whose face is it? We don't know.
I guess.
We don't know.
I guess. And yeah, I guess.
But there's no McMahons in the company right now. There's no Vince. There's no Shane. There's no Stephanie. There's no Linda. It's easy to move on. It is. Endeavor got it now. They're going to Netflix. A new era is upon us.
There's a whole generation of people that don't even know WWF is a thing.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I tend to forget that, but I think the history is so working. Like, all this watching that was so nostalgic, and just seeing it, especially Saturday Night Live. And let's talk about that real quick because it's coming back December. What is it?
Saturday Night's main event,
December 14th. Live from Long Island. Saturday Night's main event. You said you had watched like when they
did the reboot in 06.
Yeah.
06 was a good wrestling year. Now,
it
really was. So leading into WrestleMania 22, they made the reboot. And then the big selling point that made me like make sure to drop whatever I was doing that Saturday, hanging out with the boys outside, playing basketball, bike races on WWE, SmackDown vs. Raw. I wasn't on none of that. I was in front of that TV on NBC because they promoted it with SmackDown vs. Raw, SmackDown's main event at WrestleMania versus Raw's main event at WrestleMania, John Cena and Triple H teaming up against Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio in a 3-on-2 handicap
What the
match.
hell?
That is
stop time out. That's not even fair.
Yeah, but it's Super Cena at the time.
Yeah.
Man. It's Super Cena. It's funny how he just said it's not fair, because then if you go back and watch the match and see how it finished, you can only imagine what happened.
Yeah, I don't recall the match, but yeah. So I
John Cena found a way to beat all 3 of them.
Yeah, of course.
It was. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Triple H
but was it? Are you looking forward to the reboot here, or at least? I mean, I guess the throwback. So, when I would watch it, when I would watch it, Ventura was, and they announced Jesse Ventura is going to be on commentary. Jesse Ventura was on commentary when they launched Saturday Night Live.
No,
you didn't hear that?
This is exclusive.
Breaking news.
Breaking kayfabe news. Yeah, he's going to be on there, which is a complete throwback. But I was telling you this last week is when it first came out, there wasn't this much wrestling. So to see something on primetime, and they touched on it in the documentary, on primetime NBC, it was special. It was different. It was like, oh, this is okay. I'm up late watching wrestling. We didn't have that. All we had was Sunday morning, Saturday morning wrestling. So it was special. Now there's so many shows. I don't even know if it what's going to be different about this, except for
I felt sorry about Collision that Saturday night when this comes on. There ain't nobody gonna be watching. Sorry, Tony. You might as well cut the Collision episode for that week. Don't even try it. Don't try to go head to head with Saturday Night's main event and returning. So
they might just shoot like an hour earlier.
Maybe that might be the way to go.
What? Collision might go an hour early because they always fluctuate for the basketball.
So my favorite moment from Saturday Night's main event reboot, because like I said, I wasn't alive when they made the first.
Have you ever went back and watched the original versions? Okay.
So the one I was saying that happened like in 07.
Yeah,
they did this thing where MVP was in the storyline with Matt Hardy.
Okay.
Oh no, not the pizza.
Yeah. So Matt Hardy and MVP, they were competing with each other every week in like a different competition to see who can be the captain of their tag team. They were tag team champions on SmackDown. So now it was one of these situations where this Saturday night they were do a boxing match. Right. So what happened was MVP calls an audible and substituted himself out of the boxing match with Matt Hardy and pulled in the professional Hall of Fame boxer Evander Holyfield. And then they had Holyfield and Matt Hardy up in the ring and set a nice main event, and they were boxing to the point where MVP was trying to tell him, knock him out. And he didn't do it. And then MVP got mad and got in his face. And then Holyfield spit his mouthpiece out and knocked out MVP. That was just so funny to me. That was like in 07. But that's my memory from Satellite Main Event.
Can I say one thing just unrelated?
Of course.
A guy that like in this business that's worked for a long time that I haven't like really seen get his flowers up until like very recently, especially for his work in the mid 2000s, is Matt freaking Hardy. Because like from version 1 to literally up until
we gonna talk about
he like before Chris Jericho, he was doing the Chris Jericho
talk about
first.
pre-Broken Mad enough. You know,
version 1 all the way to
Attitude. Come on, bro.
Dude, you don't think he's gotten his flowers and Defiant Flowers?
Not version of Matt Hardy.
Okay.
But do you know what version they're talking about?
They're talking about V1.
V1, baby.
Wait. What did he do during this V1 period? What
did he do as far as
what was his character? What was he doing?
He was fucking V1.
It was the internet, man.
He would have
he was the future.
He had mad facts like Wikipedia.
We're putting it on the hot seat with Holland right now. Answer the question. What was he doing?
He would come to the ring. There'd be a little fun fact, whatever the fuck when he walked in the ring.
Matt
like I've watched wrestling since day one.
Can't get that.
Yeah. Like he's involved, and he was with Shannon
Moore and his moron
Crash Holly.
Oh yeah, and
Crash Holly.
So
what was he doing? What was his mission statement?
What was his mission statement?
What was he, Dave? You know this.
He was the
2 letters.
V1.
He was an MFer. He was a Matitude Fanitude. He was an MF for Dave.
But there was a mission statement of what he was doing when he was doing his run. This is what caused him to go heel. Keep in mind, this is fresh off of Jeff getting suspended and also getting fired.
That's what happened to Jeff. Oh.
Yeah. So I can tell you during that period.
I got lost in the mat sauce.
I'll tell you an interesting story. Like the week after he got fired from WWF, he came to my job. He came to my job and signed autographs.
Wait, we talking about Jeff?
Jeff, yeah.
Jeff, so after he got fired in 03, he came to your job.
And signed autographs.
Nice.
Which was interesting. But
sick.
I don't know what the fuck his mission statement was.
Okay, this is what, like I told you, Matt was put in a sink or swim thing because, like I said, with his brother getting fired, and then he brought Shannon, his hometown friend from North Carolina, into the fold of WWE. They gave him freedom. Paul Heyman specifically on SmackDown, because Paul Heyman was running SmackDown at this time. He is in a mission to lose weight, trim weight to become a cruiserweight.
That's
V1?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So now he's trying to shred weight so he can meet the cruiserweight weight limit so he can go out to the cruiserweight title.
Now, Holiday, hold on real quick. Do you remember what the cruiserweight weight limit was back then?
I want to say it was 185.
You know,
brother, it was 225 pounds.
225?
Yeah. Modern heavyweight was a cruiserweight.
Wow. So what was?
So he was he had
to fight Rey Mysterio.
He had to be like 240 or 250.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to be 240, 250. Yeah. So him and Shannon was they was doing all these like vignettes on how to trim the weight down, and then he finally did it to get his match for the cruiserweight title at No Way Out. That was good. That was good pay-per-view. Keep in mind that was that. Oh my God. That was that song "Bring Me Back to Life" with The Rock and Hogan too. That was an amazing pay-per-view. So he beats him, and then like I said, now Matt Hardy is like one of the top acts on SmackDown as a cruiserweight champion for the rest of the year. And then he went on to WrestleMania 19 to open it with Ray.
Well, now let's give him his flowers. For obviously, you guys appreciate it.
V1 Matt Hardy. Thank you for what you did.
Thank you.
There you go.
Attitude,
thank you, Big Money Man.
Y'all remember who he beat for the cruiserweight title?
Rey Mysterio?
No. Oh, wait. Who did he beat?
Who did he beat?
Not who beat him.
I know.
Yeah.
Got Billy Kidman.
There you go.
Yeah. Billy Kidman. That's another one. Give Billy Kidman.
You yeah, that Billy Kidman theme song was
best finisher ever.
That was sick. Yeah. So now we're done marking out. We love you, Matt. We'll give you your flowers. When we see you, we're gonna tell you in person. Like I said, thank you.
You just saw.
for the memory. Oh, at
You didn't say
TNA.
shit to
At
him.
TNA.
Yeah, damn, you big league Matt.
No, we saw him at TNA.
You saw him at WrestleMania too.
Did we see Matt Hardy?
WrestleCon.
Yeah, man. That's
Oh yeah, no, we saw him. We talked to him and everything. Yeah, Shakur was there. Shakur was part of it.
Did you give him his flowers?
I gave Jeff his flowers.
Wow.
You like everybody else.
Hey, I'm sorry.
You like everybody else.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Can we play the clip back where you got Jeff casually jumping off the top of a Titantron onto Randy Orton for our entertainment?
Matt Hardy broke his tailbone jumping off a cage. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't for us. That was because he really hated Adam Copeland for stealing his chick.
He hated his tailbone.
He hated him.
Now that shit was wild. That shit was wild.
Yeah, he hated him.
I love that little process there. But speaking about giving flowers, obviously, I'm going to give flowers to everybody in the industry. Like I said, if you're passionate about this, if you went out there to entertain us, like hats off. Like we definitely respect that, and like you're the reason we're even doing a podcast. There it is. Hat off.
Big Dick Johnson, thank you for your time, brother. Thank you.
Keep it oily, baby.
Keep it oily.
Keep it oily. But speaking of giving flowers, we had a discussion about when it came to what holds up the WWE.
Oh, the foundation.
Yeah,
So with the foundation comes what? Pillars. So this was an interesting topic, and this is what we're calling Hot Seat with Holiday.
Okay.
You guys on the hot seat, back-to-back answers.
Is this what we're calling it? We're just gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it.
Okay, because
That's what I'm calling Hot Seat with Holiday. They're on the hot seat because your answers is going to cause a lot of discussion and engagement from the people that watch this video back.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Jack, as of right now, the current landscape of WWE, can you name the 4 pillars of the product right now? That if one of them is not there, then it just falls apart.
Falls apart.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, 4 pillars of WWE.
I know the answer. It's gonna be so boring because it has to be.
Well, this is your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
My opinion is boring.
Okay. Well, at least he knows. All right.
At least he's honest.
Roman Reigns.
Ding.
Put your ones up. Put your ones up for your tribal chief. The needle mover.
Yeah.
Cody.
I guess no obvious one.
You don't seem too obvious. Well, you don't seem too hyped about it.
Listen, I'm trying.
He's thinking.
I am thinking.
Okay. So he's
not giving you no random run of the mill answer. He's putting thought into it.
You know what? As far as like people haven't really taken time off since they've like debuted. Damage Control. I feel like Damage Control's on TV every week for the last 2 years.
They also have 4 members, so when half of them are injured, they can still get more to go through.
Ones that wrestle every time.
This is an individual thing.
No. That's his answer. And then he
got one really wide.
So we're gonna go from this.
The 4 pillars, you just pick a group. That's one.
I say evolution. That's my favorite.
Don't say that. That's his answer.
Relax.
It's got to be within the confines of the question.
He's getting heated. He's steaming.
All right, so
I've been on podcasts.
So
if she leaves WWE, done. Like this is not the same company.
You're not doing that.
It's different.
It'd be a different
more,
baby.
Let him get his answer out. Don't do that.
All right. Okay. I want him to think about this. All right.
Yeah, I want to change it. I'll change my answer for the women's division.
Don't change nothing. Don't be you. You be you. So to reset, he has Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and Io Sky. And there's nothing wrong with Io Sky. Io, you just main evented WrestleMania for the Women's Championship, honey. We love you. All right, so now
and she wrestles all the fucking time.
She literally just brought a banger with Bianca last Monday.
Yeah.
If she's not in this
I like how you like. Okay, Dave, so who was the champion that you fought?
Dave, it's not about you. It's about Jimmy. Jimmy's giving us the 4 pillars. Shut up.
Lost it.
It's not about you.
Huh?
She lost the title to Bailey.
Don't engage him.
She lost the title. So she's lost the title to Bailey. She was the.
Don't engage him.
When did she take time off? When she took.
So what is we basing this on? Whoever takes the most time off or least time off.
Can you let him?
Okay, no. Okay.
Give him the 4th pillar.
Who's he got again? He's got Roman,
Cody, and Io. Now who's your 4th one? Fuck what he talking about.
I was about to say Nia Jax for engagement bait, but I feel like we're already there.
Yeah,
I'll just say Bianca.
Got you. Okay, so we're gonna put it up on the thing.
Dude,
we're gonna have David.
Either of those girls. You get rid of either of them. It's a different women's division.
It is.
It's a different show.
No. Go over rundown.
No.
His
now I can respond to him.
No, wait. His 4 pillars.
Give me 2 more minutes.
His 4 pillars is Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, who was just in a pivotal marketing campaign for WWE today, announcing that Cardi B is going to be a part of SummerSlam next year. Two-night event.
Like anybody in that company.
I will be
Thank
there.
you.
And that's actually, if you had looked at the notes, that's coming up. But who was your 4 pillars? Why are you even looking at the fucking notes?
Because you're going to question.
We weren't allowed to look at the notes. We saw the paper and he got mad at us.
Yeah, like keeping kayfabe.
Well, that's on this
What
guy.
did Vince say? Don't sell.
No, what did he say the other day when I said I'm gonna have everything printed out, ready to, I don't need that shit. Just throw it at me. Then as soon as he comes, he wants to grab the paper. And then what did I say to you before they got here? They don't need to see it. He definitely don't need to see it. That's for you.
I was in a different area.
Shakur did come up. I was like, what y'all got there? I was like, I found the card, bro.
Hey, so
me up.
going on? No. This has been a constant like thing on the show. Dave's blow up. So this is just another.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm easy right now.
This is NJ's hot seat or whatever the fuck you call it.
Dang.
So
Mr. Massage
my 4
calls it
pillars.
hot seat with Holiday.
Hello,
Hot seat with Holiday. So my 4
Okay.
pillars, I feel like, so I can be the honest answer, but let's be real. Jimmy Jack already took like a half of my pillars with Roman and Cody because that's obvious. So I'm gonna try to be a little different. Just think who are the most consistent workers in WWE that for as long as they've been like for the last 20 years has been part of that ship and has taken little to no days off. So we're gonna start off real hot. R-Truth.
Okay.
R-Truth. R-Truth.
I definitely want to save that
Don't
for a
you say
later
nothing.
answer.
Oh, no.
Out the gate with that one.
Because I already know the number.
Yeah.
Second one.
Yeah, right.
Second one. I want to say it, but he did just take a little break off. But obviously, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Okay.
Randy Orton.
That's 2. I like that.
Randy Orton too. All right. So third one. This is going to be a little
So
cop
far,
out.
so good.
There's going to be some diversity.
Stop the glazing right there.
A women's wrestler, but also, so I'm gonna give 2 for number 3, but it could be 1 A or 1 B. So it's gonna be hard. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, she's gone.
Oh, no.
Shit. Oh, wait, time out.
What's
Hold on.
going on?
apart.
There's 4
We're
of them.
falling apart in the hot
2
seat.
of them are staying.
Yeah,
Oh no, she's going too. Okay, Bailey. Bailey.
I was gonna
Okay.
say his ass is sweating right now. You can tell. He is
I was
on
on
fire.
4 horsewomen. I was like, oh wait, no, Charlotte's not here. Becky's not here. Sasha's elsewhere.
See?
But so
So
let him finish his list.
hold on.
okay.
No. Finish the list.
What do you mean?
Fuck what he talking about.
He said
Finish
he
the
took
list.
He said he took his 2. He said he took his 2.
Yeah.
Which was Roman Reigns and Cody, right?
Rhodes.
So you don't necessarily have to pick other 4. The pillars aren't going to be strong.
R-Truth
right?
already.
This motherfucker's going to crumble.
R-Truth is my pillar. As long as he stays the point, we are on this ship. We are wading through this
God
water.
willing, as R-Truth's got a contract.
Okay.
R-Truth,
Stand by
Randy
this.
Orton, Bailey, or Kevin Owens. And to finish it off, the hardest worker in WWE who's had the least amount of off time, averaging an entire roster for over 20 years since the year 2002 himself, Michael The Miz.
The Miz.
Everybody.
You should have said Rhea. Nobody said Rhea.
He said The Miz.
Nobody said Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea is 26. Miz has been wrestling for 26 years.
Okay. So look, we're going over the recap. We're going over.
No.
We're going over Chase's list.
Yeah, give his recap.
It's
real quick so I
R-Truth.
can pop it up.
Chase, the main attractions, 4 pillar list is R-Truth.
Damn right.
I give it
Randy
that.
Orton.
Damn right.
Bailey. BBL Bailey.
Whoa.
And
Allegations.
and he just who was the last one?
She got
Michael
BBL?
The Miz.
The Miz.
Michael Miz.
No?
No, Nia Jax was just she killed it in the promo.
Did she say?
Miz the Mike, baby.
Jimmy Jax, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair.
Dude,
Dave,
it's a
give them
fucked up Survivor Series match. I'm getting washed.
Yeah.
I'm getting cooked.
We forgot to say Rhea Ripley, honestly.
No, you know. Okay, so we gonna swap
How you
out.
gonna throw it?
Who you gonna swap
How
out?
you forget?
I'm not
Probably
swapping nobody.
Okay, well, you go.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
keeping R-Truth. I don't
That's
care
Dude,
what y'all
that
say.
change-
He's got his picks.
All right.
Dave, give him
I'll
your
stand by
list.
Io Sky.
Dave, give him your
Yeah,
list.
because you can't switch up all of a sudden.
I forgot Rhea Ripley existed for a
I bet
second.
my list would be
I
your
lived in a
list.
world.
She
I
was
lived in a
just
worse
there.
I lived in a worse world for a second.
Rhea, I hope you don't
Damn.
see this footage.
Lord
have
I hope you
mercy.
do see this footage.
I can't believe he just said he
Call
forgot
me.
about
His
you.
ass.
So you
The
got to
cover
look
of
at
2K.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. And then he throws her name out afterwards.
He plays mine.
Okay. So we're gonna get Dave's 4 pillar list.
So this is essentially if you're going to start a promotion. If you're going to start a promotion based on 4 people,
we're starting a promotion with the current WWE roster.
Yeah.
You're not beating R-Truth and The Miz. Come on.
So
awesome truth.
I feel like we changed the criteria.
He's changing it.
No, what's the 4 pillars? What are pillars? What are pillars?
We use different kerosene to set that chair on fire.
Yeah. different kerosene. But give me a list. Go ahead.
Obviously, Roman Reigns, top of the list, like top dog.
Put your ones up.
Biggest thing going. Cody Rhodes is doing spectacular
You
work.
just copied your homework.
And then Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't go wrong there. And what's so fucking funny? What is so funny?
Me and Shakur just looked right at each other when you said we were
eye contact. This has been eye contact.
She's on my list. She's the top.
Was the list on here?
This wasn't on
Well,
there.
no, because Jimmy wrote the list. These are just gym dancers.
You see this right here?
So, but go ahead. Those may be.
This is number 4.
Oh. And then number 4 would be.
It's a hot take now. Listen to it.
Let me think.
Mm-hmm. You came at him from EO. He came at him from R2.
I understand. CM Punk.
Oh
no! Wait.
Oh,
CM Punk.
Wait a minute.
CM Punk.
Okay,
so we'll find out.
Come on, that's not fair. It's like saying Hulk Hogan was the pillar of 2004.
Okay,
like come on.
So
that's
the recap.
Not fair. Yeah, he was
valid.
the most
That's
money.
valid as fuck.
I love CM Punk.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, when CM Punk came back, it was the biggest shit in wrestling you've seen in so many years.
He did that 5 times.
And it was big every time. Every time it was the biggest thing in wrestling. How would you not want him on your squad? How would you not?
Well, here's the thing. If I was a promoter booking CM Punk, I would have him be working 3 matches a year because I would revolve every single one of my shows around him talking. You will not be bumping until I can get 15,000 people in this building.
Until
if his microphone could be a pillar, then yeah, that's the strongest pillar in this whole entire industry. That is the strongest pillar I've ever seen.
So yeah, those.
You don't have no comment on my 4?
Oh.
What you said, CM Punk?
I mean, you did copy Jimmy.
Because I was gonna give my 4 and then counteract why you should have just made my 4th your 4th. So basically,
why I should have made my 4th?
I'm about to. Can you let me speak? God, y'all, Mr. Massa, I need you to look.
Quit calling out.
I don't think we need anymore, Jim.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let him bother you, David, just for a minute.
Just for a day, man.
Take your finger out, sir. He needs it.
Yeah,
he said, "What's your 4?" He said, "What's your 4?" Hurry up.
We're just keeping it a buck. Roman Reigns, like I said, with his return, he sold about. He got the company like 200, a whole bunch of thousands of dollars with the replica Roman Reigns belts.
SmackDown was $2 billion, man.
There you go. You got Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare, the ultimate babyface, champion of the company, the face of the company. Rhea Ripley, the face of the women's division. She's on everything.
Yeah. So you're taking
she can wrestle.
How come he's not getting accusations?
Just chilling. I'm chilling over here.
Wait a minute.
Do
you want me to make a list that's completely opposite? You want me to tell the truth?
Like I stole his list.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm the only one with an original list, so don't.
And it was whack.
But
that will crumble.
Yo, get the lighter on. It's about to get hot.
Crumble. It will crumble. Those pillows.
So what? The fourth one is a hot take. You can't tell me it's Cap though. The 4th pillar of the WWE right now, and he's the hottest thing going, and that's Jey Uso.
He won the belt.
He didn't win the belt.
He did. Yeah.
Okay, can I just say this though? All 3 of y'all are gonna burn out all of your funds and resources in the next 2.5 years.
Budget's gone.
And then 5 years later, I'm still gonna be trucking with R-Truth and The Miz having the best of 17 series for my world title.
R-Truth coming in for the brother rate.
Yes, because
I love it. All right, I love it.
So obviously, great 4 pillars for everybody. Again, I apologize for getting a little.
Yeah. You hurt my feelings, David. You really hurt my feelings.
As if you was on the high school holiday.
And guest too. And I apologize for that.
Put you in the closet, bro.
And then, what do you think? I mean, obviously, everybody's got who they think the pillars should be. Leave a comment below. Who are the 4 pillars? Who's and has the best 4 pillars out of the 4 of us?
And why is it Chase Bell?
Tell me I'm wrong. I want you to. Please,
because I think definitely mine was the best. But you brought up Jey Uso.
I mean, they've been doing good without CM Punk for the last. 10 years.
But they're doing better with him now.
You killed your own segue for that.
I'm just saying.
So let's move along.
Bro, his face.
Now, CM Punk's that guy, man. I'm telling you, he's the guy. He's the guy. So
no, ask what you got it. Go ahead.
So you brought up Jey Uso as your fourth pillar. Shout out, just brought home the IC title.
What Rikishi gonna say now? What Rikishi gotta say now?
Yeah, what did Rikishi say before this?
He was complaining how WWE was booking his son chasing Rhea.
That's a real father.
They're not.
I wish my dad complained that much.
How he was chasing Rhea, and then he has a real wife at home.
Yeah.
They're trying to get his wife back at home.
Yo, Kayfabe.
That's trying to break up a happy home and all this other stuff. And Rikishi was like, "Well, this is why I never," you know what I'm saying? Just talk about the direction he was going with. Now he done won the Intercontinental Championship from one of the hottest guys on Raw right now, Braun Breaker.
Yep.
And then
it was a great match. Yeah.
It
wasn't expected.
He won it clean too.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
Yeah.
Jey Uso beat Braun clean in the middle of the ring. No interference from Judgment Day. No interference from LWO. No interference from the Bloodline. Sami Zayn. So I remember going on the internet before the show started, and everybody was talking about, oh, it's so predictable. Braun is gonna win. Jay's gonna get screwed over by the Bloodline or the Judgment Day.
Dude, Triple H was so on Twitter.
Then he beats Braun clean, and then it just goes crazy on social media. And then he had an emotional post-match interview. He's crying in the audience. You got the video of his son watching it at home in California. He was crying. Yeah, man. So I'm really happy for Jay. Keep in mind, this man debuted in 2008.
Yeah.
Jey Uso debuted in 2008 alongside his brother and his cousin Tamina as a jobber tag team. Y'all keep in mind this. They weren't on WrestleMania their first 10 years in the company. Keep this in mind. Jey Uso got it out the mud. Jey Uso got it out the trenches, y'all.
Okay.
Because what I'm saying is the best thing, and it sucks. And this is the bold, honest truth here. This man made the most of his time that was given to him at WWE during the pandemic.
For real.
Think about it.
It's the whole bloodline thing.
He blew up during the pandemic when a lot of the other talent, they couldn't work. They were sick. They didn't want to get their family sick or whatever. And he made the most of it. And all it takes is that one promo. It was that one promo he had with Roman going into their first title match.
Break that one down.
And they was like, you know what they they asked you all this about the tribal chief. You know what they asked me? Which one are you? You know what I'm saying? Because they get them confused with his twin Jimmy. Yeah. So that was one of those, damn, you hit me right here in my heart with your promo, and now I'm invested in where this is gonna go. And then they kept giving him more and more and more and more leash with the microphone. He made it happen. And now look at him now. He's the top, maybe top 2 act on Monday Night Raw, and he is your new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, first time singles champion.
Yes.
Championship. It's been a long road. Obviously well deserved. And we didn't expect it.
And a fellow reality wrestling alum. Shout out to you, Jay. Shout out to you, Jay.
Yeah, I don't think it was expected watching it. It was a great moment, and the crowd popped. They went ape shit.
Oh, it was a perfect city.
And then
California.
Oh yeah,
that's his hometown.
California love, man.
Perfect time to pull the trigger on it.
And then he went and celebrated in the crowd, gave a nice little talk there, and very emotional talk. So those are moments, right? Those are moments that you remember, and like you said, just such a long road. There was a time when I was like, I couldn't tell them apart. You know, they just weren't that separated. They weren't that separated. They were a dope team, but it was just like, which one's Jay, which one? Like it just
they came out with the face the war chant. And they come out with a little war paint. I remember that. And they
remember that?
They won the tag team title for the first time, beating DX.
Yeah.
Road Dogg.
The first year I bought the video game again after high school. It's probably like 2016 or 2017. But then they had all I'd seen was Uso Penitentiary on SmackDown.
Yeah,
you got it when you were actually getting good.
I bought the video game, and I'm like going on create a character, and I'm like flipping through all the gear and everything. And I'm like, what is all this Uso merch, bro? It's like the orange and green. They look like the Ultimate Warrior. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't get none of that. So you weren't there for that?
Not really. No, I wasn't watching Raw.
Well, he said he got back into wrestling in 2016 when AJ Styles was the champion. Yeah, that's the same year that the Uso welcome to the Uso
Penitentiary. I remember that debut, bro, and that was like, one of the. And then I saw a live show in Pensacola, Florida, where they're from, and I was like, oh, Usos, my favorite heel tag team. Boo, whole city, whole arena, fucking Usos. Yeah. I'm like, wait, but they're the heels, guys. What do you mean?
But hopefully you was watching when they had the battle rap segment when they was like,
yes,
Big E,
yes, sir.
let's just keep it PG. You know what's good. Don't go getting all rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
I was like, and Wale in the middle going crazy. Don, DeMarco.
Yeah.
Don, DeMarco.
Wale almost took a bump.
Shout out to Paige.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Wale.
So basically, we kick it off to the guests here. What did y'all think about that moment and then Jay winning his first ever singles title in WWE after 14 years in the company?
I've seen that the shots of him in the crowd. There's probably like 4 or 5 different Instagram videos that popped up on my feed this week. Man, it's lit. Like, I don't know. It's like he been there 14 years, but I mean, like, work a homie's career like right now, dude.
It's not like he like sat on his ass for 14 years. He's like what, a 12-time tag team champion?
Yeah, no, for real.
Not even just with his own twin brother.
The longest reigning, one half of the longest reigning tag team champions in the history.
Usos.
The history of WWE is the Usos beating the New Day's record.
And there's character evolution and everything there, but I mean, it's the same dude. This was always in him, bro.
It's just him moves.
And so it's just like, I don't know. It like as somebody who's struggling, chasing the dream or whatever. It's reassuring on a level to be like, bro, you never know. You don't know when you're fucking done, bro.
Right.
And I've only been in it for like 2 years or so now. Active, but it's like you never know when like the work of your fucking life can happen, and like it's not like he's gonna get worse. He's going to continue to get better.
His peak right
so,
now.
What he could be doing in 4 years, like, who knows, bro?
It says a lot. It's just good to see that there's still room for you to break that glass ceiling late in your 30s. Because, keep in mind, he's 38.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, you would think at that age, like, WWE wouldn't be, like, trying to, like, push you or stuff like that. Keep in mind, Damian Priest is 42. He was just a World Heavyweight champion.
LA Knight.
LA Knight is 41.
Page, bro.
Ethan Page is 35.
Can we
you know what I'm
also
saying?
add in the fact for all these wrestlers that are like, pushing 40 in their late 30s, they're also in the best shape of their entire lives. Every single one of those guys you mentioned.
What do we got popping up? Yeah, everybody looks great. And I think that there was that time when LA Knight wouldn't have been like in Vince's era, would not have been.
No.
He been Max.
Yeah. So I think that, and like, it's just, they're listening to the fans and they're allowing these talents, doesn't matter what age you are, just to shine and do your thing. Doesn't matter how long you've been there. Like, that's the beauty of it, because before they would intentionally shut them down. It's like, you're not getting a push, but like, just to see those doors open up is like,
Vince had Jey Uso doing commentary.
Oh my God.
Vince had Jey Uso doing commentary. I want to say it was 2014 or 2013-14 when Jimmy had got hurt again. So once again, they didn't have nothing for him. They just threw him on
doing commentary.
He wasn't in a suit, but he was like in his merch. He was doing SmackDown commentary with like what's his name? Josh. The hell is his name? Josh Matthews. Josh Matthews and some other people.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I kind of want to watch.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Jey Uso was doing commentary, and then he stuck with it, and then a new person came at the head of the run of WWE, which is Triple H now, and look, and paid off because he proved his chops and showed his worth during that whole Bloodline saga, that Bloodline storyline. Jay made it with every altercation that he was having with Sami Zayn. Every altercation he was having with Solo, Jimmy, and ultimately Roman Reigns, that is what gave the confidence of WWE to look at him like, man, we could really push this guy. He became so big, he outgrew SmackDown. Yeah. Deuces, and then went off to Raw. You know what I'm saying?
And to hold it to create your own identity, especially when you're in a tag team and then you're tied to a twin. like to be able to break off and do your own thing and stand out, like that's a hard thing to do.
It was the injuries though to Jimmy that really opened it up.
But like circumstances, right, gives you that opportunity to shine.
Also, a big thing that helped Jake grow is the fact that they let him speak. In that time that he had by himself, they let the people got to know who Jay was. And finally was able to tell the difference between Jay and Jimmy.
That's truthfully all it took for people. Like, it's just because like you saw them together on TV all the time. There wasn't too like. We got to know them as a team,
right?
But there was no getting to know. But as soon as the world got to know each of them on an individual level, like they easily picked them out of a lineup from each other. And it's not because
personality wise too, yeah. And but like you got to give your hats off to like the biggest catalyst for a lot of people that elevated their game is the bloodline. Like just the bloodline storyline has changed the game for Roman Reigns, for Jimmy, for Jay, for Solo. And
change the business, bro.
Yeah.
Shit for all of us.
I mean, even look at Jacob Fatu. That was somebody that they said would never go to WWE because of his past.
Well, he wasn't with Vince. It was not going to happen.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, but this bloodline storyline has allowed him to be in there, and obviously circumstances.
He couldn't get into Canada. He couldn't fly into Canada for Money in the Bank, but they brokered a deal.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about why.
They brokered a deal to get in there.
But there was a time when like they didn't want that problem, right? There was a time when they don't even want that problem. So the bloodline has created lots of opportunity, lots of new stars, and like elevated people to the next level. And somebody that people are talking about who is hot on the independent, like everybody's talking about Zillify 2, who recently GCW announced that he is no longer working with them. NJ Holiday. I know
you didn't see that.
I scrolled down Twitter and I saw that, and then I figured, you know what? Maybe I'll do something else with my day. And not
try
use
to stay on
Twitter.
social media. I mean, like, we were pretend shit like this.
The main one, the crown jewel champion in House of Glory, the reality wrestling champion at Reality Wrestling, the main one, Zillify 2. Missed another date that he had in Philly with Game Changer. He's become a hot commodity outside of wrestling too when it comes to meet and greets, when it comes to content creating, when it comes to like skits, when it comes to music videos. The rates have gone up accordingly. So the speculation is that he probably is now he didn't really care about missing his day with Game Changer because the speculation is he is on route to signing a deal with Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling.
Whoa.
I looked into that. And I don't know if you had further information on that. And real quick, I heard the Game Changer thing was based on money. It's like he raised his rate and they're like, they couldn't come to an agreement on it.
At the end of the day, it's a business.
Promoter didn't want to pay a guy?
Yeah.
Well, never heard that before.
But I never heard that. That's a testament to him. It's like, know your worth, ask for it, and if not, well, fuck off.
Yeah,
you know, like, and I see some people like, oh, that's asking way too much for independent. He's new, this and that.
Take a bump. Take a bump before you say anything.
Right.
But the crazy thing
also,
is,
look at his last name.
Like, the last name is what's selling much at a lot of people's tickets.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So keep in mind, he's still working House of Glory. You telling me if House of Glory can still pay his rate, you can't? I mean, I'm just saying.
if that's the reason for the GCW thing,
but that's what I'm saying.
I
don't think that's the reason. I think it's been because he missed the date. Literally, I don't think it's nothing about the rates.
Well, they said we tried to work out. We couldn't come to they just couldn't work out an agreement. Whatever that meant. It was vague. But then the report I heard is he went from 1,000 to 4,000, and they were like, "No, we're not going to do it." Which
I mean,
is also respectfully. Yeah, also a power play is if you get a contract, and it's like maybe I can make more and be freer on the independents, then go to an AEW and get this. So let me raise my rates and see. There was reports of him signing with AEW. Have we heard anything further on that?
So like I said, with me being at Reality Wrestling, me and Zella, we have a real good friendship.
3 weeks ago? You seen him last?
This is like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But we got some other stuff in motion too. Me, him, and Bobby, the big boss. We stay in touch. We're trying to get a content.
Oh, your rates are going up?
Not my rate. I mean, I'm a brother. I got the brother rate for my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So
$15.
His rate's staying the same for us.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Can't speak for the rest of you.
So last time he got some other stuff going down. But like I said, AEW was just in Texas for like an extended period of time at the Esports Arena in Arlington for some TV tapings, and Zella was there. So, like I said, the conversations probably escalated and moved in the right spot. They can probably be jotting up a contract now with a certain amount of numbers. Because you see WWE putting a monkey, like a wrench, in the plans of Tony Khan when it comes to Meg Thee Stallion. Because Mercedes Moné was expressing some stuff that she want to do with Meg, and then you got Meg being the opening
for SmackDown.
Then they expressed some stuff with Cardi B, and now you see Cardi B doing stuff with SummerSlam. So I can see Tony Khan being just as like petty, and let me put some
Tony. You gotta grab Sexy Red.
Yeah, but it takes Sexy Red's on NXT. She gonna be NXT.
That was a joke, right?
Why not? Why not?
Sexy Red.
But she's gonna be.
You got a problem with Sexy Red?
No, she's gonna be NXT next week.
I'm sorry,
dude.
She's not a core.
Sexy Red, the Costco guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's horrible. That's horrible.
So it's
shit like that. We don't need a wrestler.
But
I understand why they do.
We also got.
I watched the whole TikTok today of the Costco guys advertising AEW.
Really?
Yeah, I can't
the
stand
Costco
that.
guys?
Yeah,
Check that out.
You know?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is,
don't get me started.
Yeah. What I'm saying is now they got Metro Boomin. And Future is the official theme song for Bad Blood in Atlanta. Yeah. So hip hop and pro wrestling is coming hand in hand right now. So I can see Tony Khan throwing a wrench into the Bloodline plans and bringing Zilla AEW to bring more viewership to his product. So it's smart business.
But man, if only like business. The Fatu family line had more of them cousins to use anyway.
Right. Yeah,
they do.
They do.
Yeah,
really?
No.
You think so?
They got a bunch. They got Lance.
But question being is, obviously, it's a hell of a business move for AEW, especially just the name alone is like, oh, this is different. Is that the best move for Zilla, in your opinion?
I will answer that question very easily. Whichever one's paying Zilla the most money is the best move for Zilla. At the end of the day, we're trying to pay bills here. There is no such thing as loyalty if you're getting the check to do your job.
It's not like if he takes the AEW contract now.
He can't go later.
Yeah, it's like
he's right. He's young.
You get the money now.
Exactly.
You can't. Every match you have is not guaranteed it won't be your last.
The state.
You take the money now.
The state of things for talent right now, I feel like, man, like. You know, I know, like how y'all talked about with Robert Martyr, like guys get picked up really quick.
Yeah.
But in not just this wrestling like business, but in like the general economy, bro, somebody puts like a 5-6 figure contract in front of you in 2024. If you gonna sign that motherfucker, bro,
you better.
Like I'm trying. We need a house,
literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I definitely understand. I mean, that's what people work for, right?
Yeah.
And like even talking to Kevin Cross as he's
been busting his ass too this last year.
Oh yeah, he been hustling, like hustling, making moves, and even like his YouTube channel's blown up. Like so, he's getting revenue. Like and he's kind of
we saw him in Florida.
Yeah,
Royal Rumble
doing his thing out there.
Him and Jacob, Kevin. We
so
love
that's
you.
when I thought, because when we went to no, was that Royal Rumble or WrestleMania? No, WrestleMania, because he was down there and he was like, "Oh, Jacob's in the back." That was at WrestleMania, so I was like, "Oh."
But we saw Jacob and we interviewed Jacob and Zilla at the Royal Rumble that January. But in April, he said Jacob was in the back, backstage with the locker room people because he had just got signed. So now he's back there.
Right. But that was way before it was even announced or anything. So, but
it didn't get announced until maybe 3 months later.
Yeah.
And then he made his debut like 2 weeks later.
Right. So that was interesting. But yeah, so you say go where the money's at. I mean, obviously it's a business. You got to give what's right. It's just, everybody expects that WWE. Like just when Jacob came, it was like we were waiting for that. Now imagine Jacob shows up at AEW, you'd be like, as a fan, I'm talking about. I understand it's like getting your money, but as a fan, and you could leave a comment too, AEW or WWE for Zilla Fatu.
Can I say one thing?
You can say 12 things.
Okay, perfect. I got 13. But let's be honest here. Is WWE gonna think that Zilla is less valuable for working and becoming a star at AEW?
His contract might
we've seen the
more
history
with WWE,
with Cody, with Ethan Page. If you work AEW, it's almost going to guarantee you a title anyway when you do ever go to WWE.
Right. Well, depending on how long this bloodline thing plays out, right? Because WrestleMania is coming. If you have the Rock involved and everything,
the hell out of this.
But it may disappear. I mean, there's still a lot of people you could bring in. Who knows? I just know that that's somebody I was looking forward to. Like, okay, if he pops up, yeah, that would be a good look. There's other names that they dropped that I'm like, okay.
We still I feel like Jacob's still pretty pretty fresh as far as like the WWE side.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I think honestly, I'm a big Mid-South guy. Really like the guys like Dusty Rhodes and all that. I'm a big into the dynasty type stuff.
Okay.
I think the Fatu dynasty, like, I'm sure they like the idea of not just having all eggs in one
spreading it out.
Even if it is the biggest, richest basket in the world.
Right.
Like, it'd be cool to have hands in AEW, MLW, all over, Impact.
Instead of taking
have
over
representatives
WWE.
from the family and all these companies, because it's like, bro, who really controls the wrestling world at that point? It's like it's been the Fatus the whole time.
The bloodline. Yeah, so I think so you can look at it that it's like the bloodline just extended somewhere else. But also, if you look at, and WWE's kind of having that situation now, is like you bring in Jacob, now everybody's talking about he's outshining Solo. Yeah. So what if Zilla comes in? Obviously, he's got this look. He's got something you could do with him. Is he going to have a spot? In the story.
My team definitely WWE.
No, what I'm saying, you look at how many spots can you have and what position? That's a question.
Is this something we got to carve out
just
for
can't
him?
be the guy.
Something that's already there.
It's already there.
What's his role? He's in WWE. What is his role? Because you got the enforcer, you got the tribal chiefs battling it out, you got the henchmen. What's his role in WWE?
The role, obviously, he'll come through there with Jimmy. And then now when Jimmy and Zilla, they do their thing, and then they're going to group up with Jacob. And then you still keep Solo with Tama Tonga and Tungaloa. And now you got Jacob, Jimmy, and Zilla. And then you got Roman, Sammy.
Stop saying Sammy.
It's the storyline.
Just stop saying Sammy,
It's
please.
the storyline. They're going to play into it.
When we're talking bloodline, let's just keep it bloodline. Please.
Here you go. It is the bloodline. He was an honorary host.
He's not bloodline.
Can y'all talk to him?
He's not bloodline.
I'm trying to talk here.
Heck yeah, go for it.
So, is your idea for the bloodline feud to end up in this whole trios warfare between the three separate factions?
That's how you keep it going.
Honestly, that's how you get to next War Games too.
Because that's what they do with NWO and Wolfpack. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
History repeats itself, Yeah. Well, there we go. Wherever he shows up, I'm sure he's going to make an impact. I'm looking forward to it. But I think just the fact that people are looking forward to something is new. Obviously, the industry is hot as shit right now.
But for right now, y'all can catch him at the next reality wrestling TV taping that we're going to have October 12th. Rise to royalty as he defends his reality of wrestling championship. Coach Ring will be in the building. Y'all stay woke. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all grab your tickets now.
Good. Nice little plug there. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, like I was saying, this is just a hot time in the industry. I'm excited to watch it. I would just watch the recaps. Now it's like I actually sit down and watch Raw and watch SmackDown.
Oh yeah, watching that live, seeing Jay win now, whoa.
Yeah.
And like I said, Ethan Page, when he popped up on TV, I saw that live and I was like, bruh, this is the best time to be watching pro wrestling right now, because I would have been mad if I found out about that online. I was mad I saw the MVP thing online.
Oh, MVP.
You know what I'm saying? I was mad I didn't see that live. But I saw the Ethan Page debut live. I saw the Jey Uso win his title live. So this year has been a lot of moments, you know what I'm saying?
And I think it's only going to, especially with the WWE TKO thing, the camera is ridiculous. It's watching the whole the camera angles, the shots they're getting out. It's like a whole different cinematic presentation that is
they're trying to make movies fresh. Now.
UFC.
Yeah. And the entrances from walking in from back, they're making this legitimate
every
sports
Raw
style.
starts with the guy walking out from gorilla position now.
I love it.
And promos will start, they're talking, and then they're in the ring next thing. And it's just they're doing something different. Which is evolving the business, and it's bringing in more fans because it's just it's a different look, and it gives it more of that sports feel. This is real, there's real stuff at stake. But just the cinematic aspect of it, the camera angles, I'm like, this is dope. This shit is dope. Starting the entrance from the crowd and then
coming back from commercial, and we're just on the Roman cam, just walking around the ring.
Yeah,
but it's steady. And we see what's going on the whole time.
It gives you a different perspective,
one long, prolonged shot of just us orbiting the ring.
For the first time in a long time, it physically feels good to watch a wrestling show. Not even like emotionally, just like
I'll get to the second hour of Raw and it's cutting so fast I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
But we don't have that problem anymore.
They're doing something right. I know it at FSW, and they put a camera up on the. Did anybody get a chance to see what that shot
I
looked
have
like?
not seen the corner cam footage yet. I'll be honest, I was waiting for Eli Everfly to kick that camera so bad all night.
Brother,
but he never did.
Nobody broke that camera. We should be happy.
Nobody broke the camera.
Bro, nobody was trying to pay for it.
Yeah,
well, I seen Fox like knocked it, and then he got up there and had to fix it. Like he was cutting a promo or something.
Yeah, Fox did get one in for us.
Like,
Fox, we saw you, boy.
Fox Valentine.
Yeah.
Shout out to Makeshift Chemistry.
But damn, what a performance they did this last show. Lord have mercy. The Makeshift Chemistry almost running the damn gauntlet. Almost defeating 3 straight teams back to back to win themselves their first ever FSW Tag Team Champions. The crowd was going hot for that. That was amazing to see. They almost pulled the HBK
tickets and they worked their fucking asses off.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. I
love to see everybody shine. It was good to be back at FSW. We talked about that.
So based off of that, though, wouldn't that be a dope little match? Po Boys, makeshift chemistry. What you think about that?
Look, let's be honest here, people. As much we respect the hell out of makeshift chemistry,
You're
but
about to talk shit right now.
I'm not about to talk shit. I'm just going to talk realistically. If you're going to do this match,
talking shit.
You're putting two very handsome, very talented young boys in a ring with a lot of fire, a lot of piss and vinegar, and you're putting them in a ring against 2 grown-ass men. What do you expect is going to happen? I love AJ. I love Fox. Fox, I'm going to hurt you, kid.
That's crazy.
I love you, but I'm about to whoop your ass.
You don't want none of them po' boys.
There you go. So how long are you on the shelf? When are you off?
So if we're just going to get this exclusive deal, I want to look at the camera because I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm not going to get your hopes up by telling you it could be any day now, but I will say before I am back in the ring, cleared physically to be in full competition, it's going to be a little more while, give or take a few more months. I don't want to give a date because I don't want people waiting on me and have me out there.
Tickets.
Look, when I'm there, you will know. But until then, Dem Po Boys ain't going anywhere. Because while I got 1 wing, Jimmy Jack right here got 2 wings. And if he can move, I got a mouth. And if I can do anything, I'm going to get him in some matches.
Okay.
We got a lot of fresh champions in this place. And I'll be real with you, a few of them can get smacked around by Sugar Toilet right here.
Hey, so yeah, Fox and AJ, y'all got more political power than I do right now.
Damn.
If y'all want the handicap match that Chase has signed me up for,
yeah, let's do it.
I guess y'all ask Joe.
I will be there at your corner.
He'll be there in my corner.
Yeah. Running his mouth.
Watch me fight 2 guys.
Running his mouth, yeah.
Hey, we did that a little bit before in a Pride style gauntlet,
Hey, the Kayfabe Friends will be in your corner too, brother.
There we go. 4-on-2 now.
Hey, don't trust the Kayfabe Friends.
Don't trust Dave the difference. You know I'll be there.
Y'all two be on commentary.
Yeah. We need to get them on there just talking shit
the whole time, not even watching the match. So I want to touch on one last thing before we wrap this thing up, and it's obviously it's been a pleasure, man. He's telling me we've been going for 8 hours.
Man, we can go 8 hours. We can go 3 more hours.
What did it say? 8 hours?
Go 3 more hours.
85 hours?
Bro, y'all want to do like a marathon?
We are doing a marathon
tonight. Like a 24-hour or whatever.
We need to do a 24-hour podcast.
Run it and have the mud wrestling with the oil and the girls.
I'm known for my Broadway matches, man.
Yeah, we summer party. Kayfabe slumber party.
Oh, we don't sleep in a Kayfabe Friends party. Ain't no sleeping allowed.
There we go.
There we go. Kayfabe Friends.
Yeah, Dave, you blew up earlier. I'm sorry. You said we were going to continue. Yeah, you blew up. So that goes back. Yeah, that goes back to they were asking me about the boxing, what the money is. So basically, I already told y'all this is based off of anytime he curses, he has to put money in a swear jar, courtesy of Mr. Massa. That's his rule. So how many F-bombs y'all heard already? Shut up. How many F-bombs y'all heard already?
I've heard 6.
6.
Okay, let's get better.
Okay.
That's a long episode.
Yeah. So we need $6 in the job.
Okay.
Yeah, for our faithful 54 subscribers to have a chance at the pot.
Just to be safe. So, wrapping this thing up.
No. Oh. Mount Rushmore.
Well, if we have, so here's the thing, and I'm going to say to the viewers, if the mics go out one more time, it's just going to end abruptly, and it's not coming back.
Should we just like run our endings first and then go to Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. So real quick, what
I gotta sell tickets to October 5th. October 5th, I'm tagging with the principal. Come see me at Pinecrest Cadence in Henderson, Nevada.
Buy Po Boy merch and all any kind of merch. Chase Bell, Jimmy.
Give merch off away.
whoischasebell.com to find merch. Want to follow us at whoischasebell, at Jimmy F and Jack.
Well, guys, it has been a pleasure, and I'm coming
support
out.
independent wrestling, support Future Stars Wrestling,
support us,
and Big Valley Wrestling.
Big Valley Wrestling, yes.
I mean that's a big show. I hope to get out there. The last one was fun, and I want to see that tag team match. Yeah, I like the school atmosphere. I like it. One of the things I love is the kids. Like they really gravitate towards you guys, and it's like that's some magic, and it takes me back to like why I fell in love with this business. But I want to thank you guys for your time and being patient with us.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And we'll definitely do it again sometime. We're still working out the kinks, but 54 subscribers, man, on our way to 1 million. Once we hit 1 million, we'll have you guys back.
Hey, once we hit 1 million, we're getting subscribers.
1 million subscribers.
Jimmy Jack shaved his head at 1 million.
Yeah. He said, okay. So hit that subscribe button. He will shave his head if we hit 1 million. Help us get there. NJ Holiday, what do you got coming up?
Like I said, October 12th, y'all catch Culture Inc. and the Reality Wrestling Champions, Della Fatu, the main one, son of Umaga, future Hall of Famer. We are going to be in Houston, Texas City, Booker T World Gym. Rise to Royalty TV tapings. Y'all don't miss that. Also, this Sunday, September 29th, Ashe Smile, We Got You. I'm going to be in North Carolina. Culture Inc. is going one-on-one with our little brothers, guys that we kind of like train. They excursion from Jamaica, and they came to Orlando, Florida, and they trained with us in the ring for like 2 weeks. The Kinches Bros, they're the current Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions going up against former Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Big Brothers, Little Bros, Ashe Wrestling this Sunday, September 29th, Concord, North Carolina. Y'all check it out. The stream will be available. Y'all follow us on all social medias. We're going to drop the link.
Well, there you have it. And as far as me, I just do all kinds of magical shit. I'm not plugging anything, but we got a big deal coming up with a couple networks where if we can work out these kinks, we'll be on TV. We'll be live streaming TV on a couple channels. So I'm excited about that, and we'll give you details on that. Again, another shout out to Mr. Massa, like enjoying his vacation. Just stay out there, man. He needs a break. He's worked so hard.
Vacation. Cut the act, boy. Cut the act. Yeah, I said, boy. Mr. Massa has been up facade with you. He ain't been on no damn vacation.
He
what? There's not even nothing in your damn ear. Put your ear to the camera. Put your ear to the camera, Dave. Put your ear to the camera, Dave. Okay, right. So the captain stops now. Take the cap off. Hey, Jimmy, Chase, y'all check out this footage right here. Look at this.
Okay, yeah.
Check out.
Oi, NJ, how you like your watch?
I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I appreciate you, but hey, man, time is ticking. Thought you said Dave, the difference was just temporary. We gotta get him up out of here, man.
No. Don't worry about him. I'll take care of him. He's nothing. Look, I met a new guy in Florida. He's a real nasty guy.
Okay.
He needs some work, but he's got it.
Yeah, see the difference between the both of us. I know how to use deodorant. The dude stinks. I can't stand around him. I can't be anywhere sitting next to him, bro. It's just disgusting. You told me you had the personality of Eric Andre. More like the personality of Maven. Like, bro, we can't keep this going, bro. It's gonna drag down our ratings. People are gonna start watching the show before it even starts. You gotta make a move, man. You gotta make a move. Time is ticking.
Right. No. We're gonna get right on it. Don't worry about that, NJ. Right, I love you, NJ.
All right. Love you too. Love you too, Mr. Massa. All right. Sooner than later, bro.
No.
Sooner than later.
No worries. Man, NJ, that's a great guy right there. You know, now I think about it, I should probably get another watch for that one guy that I've been You can't do this to me! You know who I am! You know who I am! You're dead! You're dead! You're dead, motherfucker! My show!
Whoa. What? Who did that?
The difference between me and you
you're fucked.
David DeFrance and MJ Holiday, talking news and wrestling all day. Kayfabe Friends, the podcast